Hi guys, Lexi here. I just wanted to sort of post a video on the Iron Girl project, because I know there are still subscribers on the channel who are looking around for videos. Officially, Iron Girl project is on hiatus. It's a very big project that the scope kept expanding, and a number of life factors, like a giant hot cup of life, just dumped on me all at once. But I wanted to sort of actually explain what happened and, what's going on with it. So I think the last update I had posted on it was 2015, either on the RPF or on my blog. It was coming along. The heads-up display part of it was actually gaining quite a bit of momentum, but I really wanted to make progress on the physical side of it. I purchased a 3D printer. It was okay, but it didn't quite produce the prints I was hoping it would, and I went through all of the time to actually set it up right and do everything very precisely, and it was too fiddly to actually produce any sort of meaningful prototype within a reasonable amount of time. So that sort of stifled and discouraged the physical development of the exoskeleton parts, etc. For those of you who don't know, you're watching this completely confused, the Iron Girl project was a project I initiated to make a heads-up display and a sort of open source exoskeleton suit that could have different modules plugged into it and have a lot of different applications for inventory management and medical and defense and things like that. A lot of the groundwork was laid, there's 1,189 documents in Evernote just for this project, and then on top of that, there's reference photos, and there's stuff in Dropbox and Google Drive that's like giant archives of all sorts of designs and things like that. Sketches, hundreds and hundreds of sketches. From there, my now wife and I bought a house. So we moved from a New York City apartment where I was working in a 10 by 11 space or 10 by 13 space, something like that. I then got this workshop, which is awesome. And then there's also a shed outside, which is awesome. The dynastic plan was to have this as the electronics shop and have the shed outside as a machine shop. However, floor of the shed is not quite stable enough to support a mill, a big one. Electrical in the house can't quite support a welder. We had a lot of work to do on the house because it was a fixer-upper, and things just generally didn't work out well. For the project in general, things were working out great. I got promoted, which was great, but my job sort of expanded. I was still covering parts of my old job. I became systems administrator and network assistant, and my girlfriend at the time and I bought a house, bought a car the same day. We moved from a tiny New York City apartment to a house. That was an entirely different ball of stress. We got into a car accident 2 weeks later, not our fault. Nobody was hurt, but it did sort of throw me off my axis, which sounds odd. I don't know. Car was totaled. It was very loud, and not really a pleasant experience. And that sort of threw me off my creative aspects, which sounds, I don't know, that sounds weird. But I wasn't really feeling like creating anything at that point. My girlfriend at the time and I got engaged. Which was awesome. Got a puppy. You've probably heard her just now. She's absolutely adorable, but she was a baby schnauzer. Schnauzers are very insistent and very cute. So an insistent puppy schnauzer for a year was quite a bit of a time commitment. Even though the Lexi wife took a brunt of that, she's done it absolutely amazing. The Lexi wife and I got married, which was fantastic, the happiest day of my life so far. And then my job expanded again. It was a promotion to a certain extent, but it was also I joined a shared services program between the institution I had worked at for 10 years and another one. So I now work at 2 institutions doing network and infrastructure management. It's a weird cross between network engineering, systems architecture, and project management. something in between there. It's great. I love it when it's good. Right after that, well, not right after that, but a few months later, there was a staffing change that meant I had to fill in for another position that had become vacant. So I had to do that job and the other job, and it was really, 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 really trying and busy for quite a while. I absolutely love IT. I love my job, but there was a lot going on. There were a lot of roles to fill in a very short amount of time. So that really didn't leave me a lot of time to create things. That's where the farewell project stands. It's kind of on hiatus. I might spin off the HUD as its own application. I might release this giant trove of resource and reference files somewhere. If there's anyone who's actually interested in this, please let me know. But I'm not really going to start it up again unless there is a serious, large-ish interest in it, because I've sort of moved on to other things, and I don't feel bad about not working on this project all the time, which is a good thing, because it had been kind of like weighing as this guilty sort of, you should be working on this even though you can't make progress on the areas you want to, and all you should do is the HUD work. And I like the graphics part of it, I like the animation part of it, I like the 3D parts of it. The code's fine, but it's not something I absolutely yearn to do all the time. I'm doing streaming now. Twitch has been so far a really fun and exciting challenge for me. I have a lovely, lovely user base. I have a wonderful set of patrons. It allows me to sort of think iteratively. I can change tiny things about the stream each time that I go on. I can work on a little bit of channel art, work on a new widget, all of that stuff. And it's great. Like, it fits my mind much better, and I can constantly change things. It's an amorphous collection of ideas that only gets more and more refined as it goes on. But there's you would have instant progress feedback on whether or not you're doing something that's good. And I really like that. The long-term projects where, you know, it's a lot of work for, you know, some people to be like, oh, that's interesting, nifty. But there are major companies building exos. Talos by DARPA. You have Mitsubishi, I think, that's doing inventory exos, where, you know, to help you pick up large packages. And can I compete with that? Yes. If I had like a team and budget and funding. I don't have any of that, and all of this is coming out of pocket. And you know, Twitch is something I can do. I enjoy doing it. I'm having a lot of fun. Other notes: if you haven't been to a stream, please come by. I try to make everything as warm and inviting as possible, and we have a good time. The new schedule is now Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday at 1 p.m., Sunday at 4 p.m., Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm still watching the viewer counts to see if those are good times. I may adjust them over the next month, but they'll be on those days, because I'm pretty sure that's a sustainable schedule for me. Still going back and forth on whether or not I'm actually going to be making a substantial amount of YouTube content. I get very perfectionist-y with videos, and I tend to over-edit something or have an idea that's going to take, you know, many hours, especially because I'm not that experienced with video editing software. I'm going through courses for After Effects right now, but everything that's happening is happening over on Twitch. I haven't tried out YouTube live streaming, and I might do that at some point. But yeah, focusing on Twitch, focusing on our Discord server. If you are a patron or you subscribe to the channel, you can join the Lexigitty shop, which is our private Discord server. Really active, really fun, really welcoming. Lots of pictures of a cute fluffy dog. So yeah. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope this video has been somewhat informative, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!